Hi, welcome to Plus This. Today I'm going to show you how to set up a GoToMeeting connection. So the GoToMeeting connection is really helpful if you're running a lot of meetings, like for consultations or demos or implementation calls or whatever it might be, where you just want those meetings created automatically and the follow-up to be done through your ActiveCampaign automations and be able to apply things like tags when people attend and that kind of stuff. So before we actually go in and start setting up this tool in Plus This, it's helpful to see an automation for a meeting already done for you so that you can have some context of what exactly we are going to be building and how Plus This fits in and what it's doing, what fields it's populating, and what tags is it applying in your automation so that you can create this as easily as possible. So the way that we're going to do this is we're usually going to start this process with something telling us, hey, someone has registered for a meeting, now we need to go ahead and create it. So before we can create the meeting, there's just two things we need. The first thing is we need to have a contact that is ready to have that meeting created for them, and we need to know what time and what day they need that meeting created for. And so usually I recommend getting that first step done with a tool like Calendly. And the reason why I like this is because it makes it really easy for your users to go ahead and see your availability. They can pick different dates, they can pick a time for it, and then they can also put in their information. And using our tool with Plus This for Calendly, you can have all this information used to create a contact in ActiveCampaign, and then their date and time for that demo they selected automatically gets added into that contact records fields so that we know, hey, Bryce scheduled a demo for Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific. Great. And then Plus This will apply the tag automatically through a tool like Calendly, and it will then tell us, okay, we're ready to go ahead and create that Zoom meeting. So that's kind of the idea of this thing. You can do this without Zoom or without Calendly, but you can tell like creating this kind of process on your own might be a little clunky, it might be a little hard, but it's not impossible, and that's really the information we're looking for. So that's just a little bit of the heads up on what you want to do before you actually create these meetings. But that makes a lot of sense, right? Like, we can't create a meeting until we know who it is that's supposed to be invited and what day and time we're supposed to invite them to that meeting. So that's kind of step one right there. The second part you're seeing here is where Plus This comes in and actually will create the meeting for you. So we do what we do is we use a little webhook here with ActiveCampaign. If you just go to conditions and workflows, there's a little webhook section, and it'll create one of these things. And when we're done setting up in Plus This, we're going to give you a URL that you just copy and paste in here, and that will create the meeting for you. So that's kind of the next thing that happens. Then what you're seeing here is we're just waiting for this goal to be met, and essentially what's happening between this and this is Plus This is taking that information and it's creating the meeting in Zoom, and it's pulling back like join links and start times and all that and putting it on the contact, and then it's saying, cool, we've done that, let's apply a tag that says Bryce is good to go, and so that tag gets applied, and now I can actually get my reminders. Because we're applying this tag before we do it, we don't have to wait. If you're not doing a tag, I recommend giving it enough time for that all to process. Usually it happens very, very quickly, but in case things are ever bogged down or it's really busy on any of our sides, ActiveCampaigns or Plus This, you just want to have enough time for that to run. But usually that's really, really quick, in just a matter of like a minute or less. So we will remove the wait for that reason because we're doing the tag method here. And then lastly, we're just going to send out our reminder emails. So in the reminder emails themselves, we can merge in a bunch of different information. So we can merge in when the actual, what the join link will be, and then we can merge in what their individual start date and time will be. So we'll actually put that all in here once we're done setting it up in Plus This. So let's go back, and there is one other thing I just remembered that would be helpful to show you here too, and that's the final steps here where we can apply a tag when someone has attended the demo, and we can also do something for people who missed the demo if we want. So that's really the context of an automation for creating a meeting and sending out your reminders and being able to know when people attend or don't attend your meeting. We're going to now jump back over to plus this, where we'll finish creating all of this, and it will make a lot more sense what we're actually referring to in plus this now that you've seen this. So I'm back here in plus this, and we're going to go ahead and fill out the rest of this to create our automation. So what you'll see here are a lot of different fields that you have access to, but you don't always have to use all of them. This just gives you as much access to the information that GoToMeeting can give you, so that if you want to store that, it's great. If you don't, you don't have to. So I'll go through the most popular things and kind of go from there. So starting with the subject line, or the subject for the meeting. I don't really use this one super often. Usually in my emails, I will just write up what that meeting is regarding in a more fluid way, so I don't really need to use a merge field to pull in the subject for the meeting and use that in my email. So I usually skip that one. The next one's really important though. So here we're going to select the date time field for the meeting start date. So just to reference where this is coming from again, in our example, we are using Calendly to have people pick a date and time and store those in fields. And if you're looking for a way to do this with Calendly, we have a video on our Calendly tool that shows how to do all this. But essentially we're storing all those dates in different fields, and those are the fields we want to reference here. So in this case, I am storing them in my GoToMeeting start date. And then same thing here, what time would you like to use? We're going to get it from a field. We have our GoToMeeting start time, and then we can pick our time zone, and then we can also tell plus this how long to wait. So we are going to say this meeting is 60 minutes, and that's generally how long plus this should look before saying if someone actually attended the meeting or missed the meeting. And then finally, we're going to select a tag to apply to contacts once the meeting is generated. So that's that tag I was talking about right here, where we set up this goal to know, okay, plus this is finished setting up the meeting, go ahead and apply the tag, and now we can send the reminders. So we have one for meeting created. Cool. And then what we'll do here for the next part is the join link. So we have a join link for these GoToMeetings. So we'll use that one right there. And then we can also store the meeting subject. Again, this is one that I usually just don't do, so you don't have to worry about that most of the time. And then the last one is the tag to be applied when a person has attended the meeting. So we have down here some goals if they attended. We have a tag that we want to apply there. So let's go ahead and do that one. Meeting attended. Cool, and we're just going to create it right now. Meeting attended, perfect. Now we're just going to give this a name, GTM demo. All right, so now we're going to finish the implementation. So we're going to copy this URL for the webhook. We're going to go back to the automation. Here's that webhook to actually create the meeting. We're going to just paste in the URL we got from plus this. That's going to go ahead and create the meeting. Then for your goal for when that meeting's created, you're going to use the tag that we had over in the setup over here, apply a tag when it's created, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go into our emails next. So let's go ahead and click edit, and you'll see I have some different fields that I've now merged in. So here's your link to join. So you can click on personalize, and you can find your different like fields that you set in plus this for the join links, for the start dates, all that kind of stuff. So just go through here, go find out where you stored that, and you'll be fine. So that's for this one exactly what we're looking for is the field that we used for storing the join link itself right there, GTM join link. Perfect. All right. Then what you'll do is you'll want to store the demo start and the demo start time, so the date and the time. And so if we go back to personalize, you'll see again those start times and the start dates as well for GoToMeeting. Date and time right there. Perfect. All right, and then you can write the rest of your email, make that look however you want, add your own branding, do all your other automation wizardry, and you're good to go on the email part. And then finally, the last thing you're going to do is you're going to use the tag at the end of the setup here for when someone attends the meeting. So you pick whatever tag that you ended up using in plus this, or create that tag based on what you want to set for your goal when someone attends it. So that's the final little piece of it, and you're good to go. So that is how you set up one of these GoToMeeting automations. And now if you have any other questions, I highly recommend checking out our tool information. We have more information on each of the configuration settings, and we have lots of great stuff on the FAQs and our knowledge base if you click the link here. But if you have any other questions, or if you get stuck on anything that is regarding your own personal use case for this tool, feel free to reach out to us at help@plusthis.com, and we'll be eager to hop on and help however we can. Hope this video is super helpful for you. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good day.